Alright gang, we've got some surprise VT Commodore action going on today. I thought it wasn't going to be much, so I actually filmed this as a YouTube short, but it ended up being more than I expected, so I apologize that it is in portrait rather than landscape. But yeah, we had some window issues, so we had to get into the door, get the door card off, have a look at the window regulator. But we managed to fix the one we have, didn't need to replace it, so let's have a look. This is how you get into the guts of your driver's door on a VT Commodore. I know we did some work on windows the other day, but look, this window suddenly won't go up, and of course it's raining. So let's try and get this window up. I'm pretty confident it's not the switch because I can hear the solenoid clicking when I use the switch, so we got to get inside that door. So first thing is just to remove this trim piece, which is just a little pressure clip, so that's just a pry off. And then we've got this screw hole here. You can use a pry tool, but I think I've got enough nails today to get this one off. Yep, there we go. And then you've got a screw there, and you've got a screw there, and a few underneath. You should be able to get this off. All right, so all the screws are off. There's quite a few all the way around there, and now I think the last thing you have to do is pry this off and lift this out. So this one, I find a knife is better than a pry tool because it's very fine, but you've got to lever this red bit out, and then that takes that off. And there you go, there's another screw just there you've got to get to, and don't forget this one in here. So that screw's now out, this one's out, which allows us to lift this off. And one more, so this hooks behind that there, and there's one more screw here you've got to get to. Once you've got all those screws off, you can see this little lug here goes into that metal bit there, so it's just a lift and pull out. You've got one plug there to undo for the power windows, sorry, for the power mirrors, and then you're separate. And we are out. And now we're in, we're going to lift the bottom edge of the vapor barrier because there's the window actuator there. We'll see if we can coax it back up. Okay, I wasn't just able to coax it up by giving it a bit of a hit, so I think the mechanism has actually jammed rather than failed. So that means we're going to have to get the whole vapor barrier off to get in there. So you've got these little mounts for the door. To get them out, you lever this little rectangular piece that's in the middle. Like that. You can see that. We're just opening that right up, and then it should pop out. So let's see that again. Screwdriver in, lever that out all the way, and then the whole thing pops out. One more, and you also need to remove these to get this one out so you can completely free up the vapor barrier. There we go, there's that one off. And once they're all out, you can carefully take your vapor barrier off. Don't rip it, so be careful. See if we can get away with just folding it back like that. And there we go. So we've got these two bolts hold the rail on just there, and then these bolts hold the regulator on. So if we were to undo all of those, then this should all fall down, and then we can get these out of their tracks, and we should be able to get the regulator out. So these are a 10mm, and these are an 8mm. Once you undo these ones, this track will fall out. That's okay, I'll let that hang there. Okay, I don't know if this is factory, but I actually have a pop rivet here as well. So 3 bolts and a pop rivet. So before I drill that pop rivet, I've just looked, and there's actually, I don't know if you can see it there, there's a screw there, 2 more on this side, which are holding the servo in place. So I might undo those screws, remove the servo, and see if I can at least get this window up for now, because rain is coming. So just so you can see what I'm doing, I've got a screwdriver down the inside, going into that screw there. I've got that screw in there as well to do the one on the other side. So I actually found a better way to get to those screws. Once you've got that track off and this is loose, you can then lift the whole window up, block it off there, and that holds that right there with easy access to the screws. And just to make it even easier for me, I got my little flex shaft screwdriver here. There we go. And there we go, that one's out as well. So now we should be able to take the servo out. There we go, and we can see if it's a servo issue or a gear issue. So turn the key on. Might as well give it some battery. Make sure I've got full battery. Alright, here we go. We're going to press the button, see what servo does. Okay, servo is working fine, which is good news, in that if we can free up the gears, it should work again. Now that we know the servo's okay, I've just popped it back in, and look, it's working. So I think we just need to grease that all up again. We'll send a whole bunch of lithium grease down there, put it all back together, and I'm hoping this window will work. So we've got our lithium grease spray. It's going to go down in that hole there. I can hear the thunder. We are racing against time. I'm going to drown that. There we go. Putting the servo back in. Should jam it all in there. There we go. That's all gone in place. Now put those 3 screws back in. Yeah, I've got 2 of the screws in. The third one's a little bit difficult from this angle, but I've got 2, which is enough for proof of concept. So I'll put this rail back in, release it all, and screw all these back in, and see if we have a functioning window. So it takes a little bit of finagling to get it all back into place. You might have to lift and raise or lower the glass. You might have to get a friend to help you if you need to. You've got that track to go back in and make sure everything sits inside its tracks. But once you've got it all lined up, you can screw everything up again. And once they're all finger tight, we can test the window. And up she goes. Now let's see. So what happened before is it bottomed out and it wouldn't go back up. We're back in action. Just in time for the rain. And now that it's easy access, don't forget that last screw there. Okay, so we're waterproof again, which is great. We've just got to put everything back together. And something I've been meaning to do for a while is reseal this vapor barrier on the driver's door, because we're getting slight leaks over the sill into the footwell, and that's normally a vapor barrier issue. So I've got my butyl tape here. We're going to cut that up and run strips from, well, essentially the whole way around by the look of this. So there we go. The new butyl tape is set all the way around the outside of the door. See it all up in there, all up here. So now we're just going to go around making sure everything's in place and pushing it all down slowly all the way around, and then hopefully I'll have a much better seal on this vapor barrier than I did before. And there we go, new vapor barrier all on and sealed properly all the way around. Don't forget to pop your mounting points back on and your main pull point back, and then we should be able to put the door on. Here's our door. One little thing before you go ahead, that needs to be clipped in place. There's a little clip just here. Let's see if you can see it. There it is. clip needs to be in place. That'll hold everything together properly. And then the door, don't forget to hook up your electric mirror plug there. And then that hook goes there and it lowers down. And don't forget this bit hooks over the edge of the door so that it's nice and tight there. So it's all tucked in over the top of the door now, all around the sides. Again, a little bit of finagling, make sure you get it all just right. And then that screw, so that screws in, and then this hook goes inside that metal lever there. So make sure that goes in there. There. And then that screw there. Okay, so that's all our pull bits done, so it's now safe to pull on the door and close it. Make sure everything works. Yep. And again, yep, cool. Let's check our window still works. Woohoo! So now we can pop our little trim piece in, and then we've got all the screws around the outside, and then we'll do that bit last. All right, that's all the screws in. Got one screw left and one screw hole left. How clever am I? So this goes in here, just like that. Screw goes in there. All right, there's that last screw in, and this guy goes on. Push that down, push that in, and we are finished. Oh, no, last little bit. Our last little bit of trim goes in place. It just clips on like that. And we are done. So there we go, gang. That's how you get the door card off and back on again, and how you can get that window regulator out. Lucky for us, we didn't have to completely remove it. It was just a jammed mechanism, so pulling that servo and giving it a bit of a lube, we're back in action. And one last test. All the way down, all the way back up again. Yay! Bye!